We're driving to Friesland, which is the most northern part of the Netherlands. There's Friesland and Groningen, and then there are the islands. And Friesland and Groningen are still attached to the Netherlands, and that's actually where my dad's side of the family is from Friesland. But they moved to the Randstad when my dad was a child, so he actually didn't grow up there, but he does understand the language that they speak there a little bit. My name is also Fries, so everyone where I'm from is like, that's a weird name, or that's a beautiful name, or that's an odd name, because no one knows it really, because it's more for that part of the country. So we're visiting my uncle, which is my dad's youngest brother, because he actually moved back and he bought a property and started sort of a camping site, but there are also houses there, like cabins and stuff. So we're staying in a family cabin with my dad. Ariel is here too.
Hello.
And my brother and his girlfriend are also coming. So yeah, we're just gonna be there for a couple of days, just hang out, maybe see some nature, maybe see some beautiful quaint towns. We might even go to one of the islands, but the weather isn't that good, so we'll see kind of if the weather is good enough to do everything we want to do, and otherwise we're just going to hang out, relax, spend some time with family. Okay, so we arrived. At this point it's just my dad and a family friend, and then my brother and his girlfriend will be here later, so I thought I'd show you around. We're sleeping in the kids' room. And then this, we call this a bedstay, and it's a built-in bed. So in the children's room you have an extra room, really high ceiling and a little window. And then here are two more beds and some stuffed animals and stuff. And a little sink. And then in the hallway, here's another bedroom. This is a bathroom, very big and spacious, 2 shower heads. I don't know if you can see the property a bit from here. I'll show you a bit more later. This is another half bath, and then down the stairs. Down there is a kitchen and living area. I already showed you a bit of that in B-roll, but everyone is hanging there, so I'm not going to talk in English while everyone is just kind of relaxing. So we just did groceries. we bought so much and Arne and I are going to cook because otherwise it's like, oh, who's gonna cook? So we were like, we'll just cook for everyone for the first night. So yeah, we're just gonna prepare. My dad and his friend actually cycled here from where we live, so they took 3 days to cycle here, which is very sporty, especially because the weather is, it's like summer weather, but it's like typical Dutch summer weather where it's kind of rainy, sometimes sun. So Arne and I are gonna about start to prepare dinner, and we got a lot. We're gonna make rice with vegetables and sauce, and then with vegetarian chicken pieces because I don't eat meat and everyone else doesn't mind. My dad tries to eat less meat also for the environment, and everyone else is fine with it anyway. Oh, little bird, look. Hi. Now it's in the tree. Okay, little birdie intermission. And then for after dinner I have some like sweet baked goods as a dessert, but I also bought some like crisps and chips and just little snacks to eat, cheeses, crackers and stuff, because we have quite a few bottles of wine and I know how that goes. It's like you drink so much on your vacation and like it's not good. You need to eat when you drink. So I've already got some snacks and stuff to make sure that we also eat while drinking. So yeah, that's the plan for tonight. It's going to be good. I'm excited. no cars allowed. So only bicycles, which is so fun. I think the local people can have a car, but tourists can't because they want to protect the integrity of the island, but also the nature, and it's just very chill apparently. So I'm excited to go there. I've never been to any of the Dutch islands, so yeah, let's do it. So we rented bikes, and my brother and his girlfriend, my dad and his friend have tandems, so they have to cycle together. But Arjen and I wanted our own ones because Arjen doesn't like tandems. So now we're just going to sit down and have a little drink, maybe a bite to eat, and just keep cycling around the island. Ja, dit is gezellig, hè? Arjen and I are gonna go on a solo mission for a minute because we wanted to see nature and my dad wanted to see culture. So we split up and we have some food. So we're gonna have some lunch. And
I have some food too.
Let's eat. stoppen.
Ja, en planten en ja, dat zou ik al wat foto's gedaan.
Oké, die is voor jou weer.
Kleine plant vegetarisch, grote plant niet vegetarisch.
Ja,
Dat wist ik wel.
bij een leuk struintuintje terecht en moest ik heel erg plassen, was ook zo lang. En ik zei, mag ik het zo? Ik dacht, ik ben te groot als maar dat valt dus wel mee.
Ik dacht, je bent een grote man, maar bent u niet. Yesterday, Schiermonnikoog, it was amazing because it's like all natural nature, like untouched nature, and that's just not very common on the mainland in the Netherlands. Like we have a lot of farmland, like around here, it's all flat, it's all farmland. It either has cows or sheep or vegetables, but then to be on one of those islands, it really is natural, like how nature has developed, and it's not interfered by people because the whole island is a national park. So that was really special. I really liked it a lot more than I thought. I thought it was going to be really boring, like boring nature, but it was actually amazing. And just the fact that there were barely any cars, it was so relaxing. Like everyone is just relaxed and cycling. I could really see myself spending some time there, like a couple of weeks or maybe a whole summer. Yeah, it was amazing. So now we're just perusing the camping site from my uncle's property and just relaxing. And we're gonna go home in a bit, but it's really sunny and beautiful today, so we're just enjoying the sun and just the quiet for a bit.